Welcome to the third episode of our brand new Marvel campaign, the new Vanguard, Piercing Chaos. We are so excited to be here and start our own Marvel adventure using the rules from the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game playtest. We're going to jump right into the story, but first, let's have the cast say who they are, who they're playing, except for a few, and upcoming projects that they're working on. And we start first, of course, with our fantastic DM, Elisa. Elisa, would you like to talk about yourself?
Sure. I am Elisa Pearl. You can find me at Elisa Pearl on Twitter and Instagram. I do gaming and acting and writing and lots of different things. I don't know what this summer will bring, so I don't have anything to announce.
No worries, no problem. Next, we have our special guest, Luis. You'd like to talk about yourself and any projects you're working on?
Hi, sure. I don't know why I wasn't expecting to go second. It was a surprise to me for a moment. But I am Luis Corazo, and I am playing a soon-to-be revealed character. I'm an actor, and I have a couple films in the film festival circuit right now, but I can only really announce when they're playing as that comes up. But Of Hearts and Castles is a film that I've had doing some a bunch of festivals and winning some awards. And Don't Tear Yourself Apart just had a run at the Marina Del Rey Film Festival. So those are making the rounds. Different tabletop role-playing streams that I've done are up to available to view, which I've played with a number of the people that are here. So you can look us up and find some of the stuff that we've already done that's out there for you to take a look at.
Perfect. And next, we have the wonderful Aki. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I am Aki. I'm playing Aid Hastings, otherwise known as Captain America. And yeah, they are cool, and I'm having a fun time playing them. As for the projects that I'm working on, I think by now we've probably announced this, but because I'm not entirely sure in this present moment, by the time this airs, I think it will have been announced, but in this present moment, I'm not positive of that, so I don't want to blow it and accidentally say something I'm not supposed to say. But there is a thing that probably will have been announced by the time this airs that is also super cool that you guys are going to be very excited about. So keep an eye on my socials for that. And that's me.
All right, perfect. Make our way down. We have the wonderful Melee Damage. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hi there, Melee Damage. You can find me on all the socials at whatever they are / Melee Damage. And I work in film, music, gaming. So yeah, that's the best way to stay up to date, especially because even though Elektra can sometimes see the future, I cannot, which is who I am playing tonight from the Daredevil universe, Elektra Nachios, the assassin in red.
Ooh, what a title. Perfect. Next, we have the wonderful Cynthia Marie. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Yeah, hey y'all, Cynthia Marie here, socials. You can find me on Twitter at CynDancer or Instagram _Cynthia__Marie. It's a lot of stuff, I know. I'm in a bunch of things, a small little vampire show, some other D&D stuff, whatever. I'm all over the place. So just look on the socials and find out what I'm doing. The one that I do know that I can't announce that has been around, that I will be playing by the time this airs, is The Nightlife, which is a vampire show on Renegade Games. It is our season 2. I will be playing the lovely Tremere Reina de la Vega. So check her out because she's fun and exciting, but I'm actually even more excited to play this character that has not been introduced yet. Outside of you guys see, her name is Yamaya.
Perfect. And of course, we have the wonderful Ree. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on?
Of course, hello everyone. You can find me at all the socials at Big Dude Ree, all one word. Tonight, I will be playing Usnavi da Costa, also known as Morning Star, who is just going to bring the light to a bunch of people. You can also find me. I run a lot of games here on this channel as well, but I'm also over on the Rerolls channel where, knowing my players, they're probably getting themselves into some chaos or destroying something. So you should definitely come and check it out. Maybe they don't get arrested this time.
Yep, hugger checks all over the place with chassis. Let me stop. Next, we're gonna move over to the wonderful Nas Wiki. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
I'm Nosferatu Wicked. I mostly just jump around the bear pen and the cookout like a mercenary, playing games wherever they let me. And you can find me on Twitter at Nosferatu TTRPG. And right now I'm playing the Noir Vessel for the Spirit of Vengeance, who doesn't go by Ghost Rider. He's just John. That's about it.
It's John. I'm telling you now, when y'all see his bike is absolutely fantastic.
I'm super old, and hopefully people understand this this joke, but it's just John.
I was gonna make that exact freaking joke, Sam.
You can tell who caught it, who did it, because I think half of it just like, wait, what? Another half just.
Oh, I should
Thank
get it.
you.
I feel like I can't remember the context, but I remember that.
Hashtag if you know, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's gonna frustrate me. Now I'm gonna have to Google it. As for yours truly, I am Kira858. I play the Sweet Bean, Orion, also known as Divinity. Of course, you'll be able to find all of our content listed here, as well as our YouTube channel, the Cookout TTRPGs, where we have a wide variety of TTRPG goodness. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have the first and only campaign dedicated to a group of sextuplets. So I mean, whatever your interest is, wherever your choices are, you could be able to find some content listed at our YouTube as well as our Twitch. And with that, I think it's about time we transition over to our wonderful DM, Elisa. Elisa, take it away.
I've spent a lot of time looking at this multiverse, and only just in these past few hours have things gotten very interesting. Last time we saw a crystal, a giant, huge crystal piercing through many multiverses, and the multiverse's heroes, the Vanguards, started visiting different multiverses to mitigate the damage and to investigate where this crystal came from. We also found out that by digging, Divinity dug down into the earth where the crystal was piercing into the Earth 616. Found out that the crystal was disappearing into or coming from a blue energy field that kind of seems similar to America Chavez's star portals. Similar magic or power, whatever you might call that. Divinity also did realize that it is this same crystal that is piercing through multiple multiverses. It is one massive shard of crystal, and it's intentionally been placed. We also found out that America Chavez, when asked about the portal similarities, seemed to be hiding something. We didn't find out what, but there's something there that hasn't been shared with you all. Is there anything else? Any other major story points that we should share with the Earth 616 viewers?
I feel as though Daredevil was able to glean some information from the crystals, but I can't recall exactly what it was. Do any of you remember?
Not really. I think.
I could be recalling incorrectly.
Oh, well, you know what we did find out just through multiple people's investigations, that there are some types of creatures inside the
That's
crystal.
what it was. Yep.
Mm-hmm. These creatures seem to be transparent when they're inside the crystal. You can just kind of see the outline of their shape, which the outline of their shape is kind of a round, bulbous body and spindly legs, kind of like some types of small arachnids usually. But they're large. They're maybe 5 feet long. And I believe Electra, you had a close encounter with one of them, right?
One jumped out and surprised me, so I stabbed it through the face.
Yes, you did. So there was a lot discovered last week about the crystal and its inhabitants, one of whom you all made, I won't say quick work because it took some time, understandably so, but a large serpentine-like worm, sky worm, emerged from the crystal, and you all finally ended it. So now I zoom back out on this multiverse and I see where you all are heading next. Earth T2637, to find another team member that America Chavez and Uatu the Watcher have sent you to retrieve, Yamaya. But before we see you all stepping through that star portal, first, we'll just rewind a few moments. I zoom in to New York City, Earth T2637, a world very similar to Earth 616, but with some pretty substantial differences that I'm sure we'll find out very soon. I zoom in further to Midtown Manhattan, the West Side, an art museum, grandiose in its scale and beauty and architecture. Zooming down through the roof, I see a gala, fancily clad elites schmoozing and mingling in this art museum, hors d'oeuvres being passed, champagne glasses clinking, and the most elegant couple in the entire place holds social court. Cynthia and Luis, can you please describe these belles of the ball?
You want to go first?
By all means, go ahead.
All right. Well, Yamaya is standing in a very elegant, kind of very sparkly silver gown with silver jewelry or diamond jewelry to match, giant rock on finger, long hair, like just perfectly made up. And she stands there with a cocktail, kind of just listening in to her husband's conversation, and kind of chimes in when he looks over at her for any sort of opinion on the matter.
Which is actually me looking over for reassurance, as we are here on not necessarily business, but we're here on a mission of our own, as we're talking to the guests and schmoozing them and buttering them up, because we know the elite that we're around. And I don't know if I introduced my name yet, but I'm not going to until you cue me. But I am I'm Yamaya's husband, and I'm in an expensive suit that's perfectly tailored, perfectly pressed. The brand of the suit, I don't even know what it is because she probably got it for me. But as I'm in mid-conversation with this upper echelon elite and glancing over at my wife, I gently place my hand on the small of her back and lean into her just a little bit more. And in mid-conversation, laughing at whatever joke this other person just said, I lean into your ears and I say, how much longer are we going to need to be here?
Sweetheart, I think we'll probably have to be here for at least another 10 minutes. We just got here.
I know, but you know how hard this is for me.
I understand, Wilson. Just, it's okay.
Okay. Smiles. And then he just continues carrying on right where he left off with the people that he's talking to.
And the people you are talking to are another couple who are looking up at you with just the most admiration, but they are people who in the past you have noticed maybe not the same vibes as you. They are maybe in this philanthropy business for different reasons, for more egocentric reasons. So you clock that in them, maybe you usually keep a personal distance from them, but they have honed in on you and are just hanging on your every word. When you have this aside to your wife, the couple kind of tries to pretend not to notice. And then this moment you bring your attention back to them, they are right back in conversation with you. The man saying, so I just wanted to tell you, I saw that Fisk Ventures is actually going public. That's amazing. That's really exciting.
Thank you. You know, we've been planning this for a long time. We've been working really hard, and I wasn't aware that we had announced that your sources are good, whoever they are.
I'm sorry. I have my people I talk to. I'm sorry if that's a secret. I won't tell anyone else.
It's one of those kinds of secrets. But of course, I'm more than happy to know that you know, and that you seem to be just as excited about it as we are.
Oh, yes.
I am curious though. How did you get the information about that?
He looks over at his wife, and she. You can tell there's something going on where they might not want to tell you. So go ahead and roll ego to try to see if you can persuade them. And if you have any traits or abilities that have to do with persuasion, this would be a good time to use them. I believe you do, actually.
I do. I have.
Yeah.
Well, I have connections and famous.
Mm-hmm. I think famous would be really good here.
Okay.
So famous famous gives you an edge when making ego persuasion check against a target who thinks favorably of them. These people think very favorably of you, so now you will get edge, which means you can re-roll. Once you do your initial roll, you can re-roll one of your die and take the higher of the two results.
Okay, so I am going to roll here on roll 20.
All right, and again, this is the ego.
Is there any target number?
Yes, there is. The target number, let's see, this is going to be, I think it's going to be pretty easy for you. So 20 is your target number.
Ooh.
Oh, just made it. You also can re-roll one of those if you want to, but you already made it, so it's up to you.
Would it make the success stronger if I rolled it?
I'll say yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to roll a regular D6.
Yeah, I would say replace one of those twos. Okay. So you got a 1 instead. So you'll keep the first roll, and you still got a 21 over that 20 target number.
Yeah.
The woman, Margaret, who, by the way, is wearing a long green dress, brownish auburn, slightly reddish, curly hair. She looks over at her husband Simon and then back at you, asking this question to her, and she says, "It was my sister. My sister works for you, Mr. Fisk." You can tell she's like super nervous. My sister, I'm so sorry. Oh God, I shouldn't have told you that. Are you going to fire her now?
No. I mean, who's your sister?
Oh God.
No. Don't, look, we trust the people that we work with, and we know that people talk, and really the measure of what keeps somebody on board is their contributions. And telling your sibling news such as this, I mean, I don't know how I would be able to resist telling someone who I'm that close to. It is big news, and we are really proud of it.
Well, she told me, and Simon overheard, and he wasn't supposed to tell anyone. And she kind of smacks him on the side of his torso. He says, "Oh, sorry, guilty as charged." She's right. She swore me to secrecy. I just couldn't keep the secret. I'm so sorry. I'm so excited for you, Mr. Fisk. I'm so excited.
Well, how about a toast to family?
Oh, to family.
The family.
And
to family.
To my wife, who I would never be able to come as far as I have without. So I'll always toast to you. You know that, no matter what else we're celebrating.
You're so kind, Wilson. Thank you. On that note, though, if you are going to talk about business, what we should really be talking about is the children's hospital that we're trying to get donations for. So if you can keep our little secret a secret, be happier if you kind of just donated a little bit to the children's hospital.
Of course, yes, we've already made a donation tonight, and when the auction starts, we're happy to participate in that as well. Of course, yes.
That's right. Let's not forget the reason why we're here.
Exactly.
You have children of your own, Margaret?
Oh, yes. Actually, I think you forgot. My little girl is in the same class as your twins, third grade. Yeah.
I don't typically forget things.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
That's okay. How
about another drink? And I'm gonna at that moment, I'm gonna go to one of the waiters that's passing around drinks, and I'm gonna take an opportunity to take a 30-second breather, go over there, pick up some glasses of champagne, and take it right back to the couple that we're talking to.
Okay. Passing around these glasses of champagne, Margaret downs hers, just incredibly nervous around her favorite celebrity elite couple. And Simon just blathers on, same blathering on. And at the end of the room, a tink, tink, tink on a champagne glass as your CEO of your charitable organization stands at the front. And they say to the crowd, well, I hope you're all enjoying the evening so far. I want to thank the Fists for hosting this wonderful night. And I want them to come up and tell us all why we're here, and then we'll start the auction. Round of applause, everyone. And she steps aside from the mic and beckons you to come up.
I instinctively grab my wife's hand and squeeze. Okay.
Do you want me to talk?
I would love it if you took lead on this one.
I understand.
Darling.
No problem. So I march on up, try to help out Wilson here. Thank you for that incredible introduction. We truly appreciate it. I know Wilson really does as well. We're here really to talk about the children and some of the care that they lack these days. And you all know that we have two beautiful children, Tai and Kahinda, both twins, who suffer from couple of different issues that we don't need to disclose here. This is a happy time that we want to be here, but we encourage you to look deep within yourselves and be able to look within your pockets and donate where you can to help these children out, because right now, as you know, the city is not doing as well as it should be. We should be thriving as a city, and yet we're not. So if you can please help us out, that would be wonderful. Is there anything I'm missing, Wilson, that you want to speak on?
I'll step forward and lean into the mic, and probably in a voice that is a little bit softer than what is expected, I suppose. I just want to remind everybody that charity is not just for those that receive the charity, but it's also for those who are charitable. That the gift of giving is something that we benefit from as well. That feeling inside, that feel-good feeling, where you know that you have helped somebody, uplifted them, helped provide a cure for an illness, treatment. So thank you for your charity. And you deserve to feel good for your donations. Cheers to you all.
And the room of champagne glasses raises in cheers. And Victoria, you're the head of your charitable organization, or I should say the administrative head of your charitable organization, steps back to the mic and says, thank you so much, Wilson and Maya. You are amazing. You're amazing philanthropists, and we all look up to you. So thank you for your influence here today and always. And now, we will get this auction started. So first we have this beautiful art piece by a famous, newly emerging artist, and she continues to describe this art piece as you all step to the side. And what do you do next?
I'm going to whisk Wilson away from the scene. I think that's a perfect exit for us to
Are you
get
going
out of there.
to whisk Fisk away?
I am.
Whisk Fisk. Whisk Fisk. And I'm more than happy to be whisked, but I'm probably holding onto your hands like tighter than with just like an iron grip. His palms are sweaty, and I was probably holding my breath almost that entire time.
I lead him through some like breathing exercises to kind of come back down from that, because I understand what that's like for him often. So try to get the pressure off. I know you don't like talking in front of crowds, but you did a great job.
Thank you. I am ready to get out of here. Let's go back to being real people.
Yes. Have you heard from the babysitter about Ty and Kahinda? I haven't heard anything. I hope everything's okay.
Pulling out my phone and checking my messages.
Yeah. You both actually, if you both check your phones, you'll see a text message from your babysitter, Melissa, with your two twins. And they are smiling, and they have a mess of flour and bowls and dough all over the kitchen counter, flour like on their faces and in their hair. And Melissa says in the text, she says, I know, comma, they'll be cleaned up before you get home.
Isn't it so unfair that the babysitter is the one that gets to have those moments with them and not us?
Yep. They're filthy. Whew.
Oh, they're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go home and get them cleaned up.
Okay, so are you all heading out of this fancy art museum?
Yes.
Yeah, we're taking some like back stairwell or something so we don't get necessarily like caught.
Okay, yeah. Heading down from this upper floor ballroom, you find a stairwell that's pretty quiet. And as you're heading down halfway, I want you both to roll vigilance.
All right.
Vigilance.
And so, yes, to do that, you will roll your D616 if you're doing physical, but if you're rolling on roll 20, use that red column on the left.
What's the target number again?
Yeah, the target number is going to be, I'm going to say this is probably, it's going to be different for both of you because you have different skill levels. So for Yamaya, it's going to be 24. For Wilson, routine is 13 for Wilson.
Ooh, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hey.
Check that out.
Uh-huh.
Feel like that works.
So for the Earth 616 viewers, we have Yamaya with a success, 28 over 24, and Wilson with a failure, 12 under 13. So first of all, Wilson, why don't you, what is distracting you from noticing something right in this moment? What might be distracting you?
I think that although I feel like I've been getting better at handling these events, or at least maintaining the mask that I know I need to wear when I'm at these events, there's still a toll that's taken on me. And I've always relied on Yamaya to be the front person. So I think for a second, what happens is out of the corner of my eye as we're leaving, someone catches my eye. There's a man that walks by, and for some reason, there's just something about his demeanor or something about his presence that makes me stop for a moment, and my handhold on Yamaya slips for a moment. And that's all I need to feel a slight wave of uncertainty and wobbly. Yeah. And then I try to whip back almost as if I'm like trying to find myself again and stumble to catch up.
Okay. Yeah. And I will add to that, in that moment of uncertainty and that distraction, heading down the staircase, these are those like marble stairs that when you're wearing high heels, they clatter. And also this whole space has a lot of marble surfaces, so there's a lot of sound echoing. So between the clatter of Yamaya's high heels on the marble floors, that server's shoes also clattering on the floor, you don't hear what Yamaya hears. And Yamaya, this is what you hear. A thunderous rip somewhere outside of this building. It sounds like literal thunder is ripping the sky open.
Sweetheart, who was that person that you were? Do you know that person?
No, I thought I saw someone that looked familiar, but just another person at the party.
It's okay if you needed to go talk to him.
I don't think now's a good time.
Okay, maybe later on tonight you can talk to him.
I don't want to talk to him.
Okay.
Let's go home.
Actually, slight change of plan. I lead him upstairs. I'm going to go up to the rooftop instead of going down.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
I said I don't. Going home is fine. I don't need to talk to anybody.
I understand. This is something that I need to do. Remember how I've told you the thing that sometimes I get a little weird?
Right. Yes.
That feeling just happened, and I kind of just need to get some air real quick.
Okay. Let's go get some air.
Thank you.
Okay. So you all head up the stairs and you find roof access, and you are now on the city roof of this fancy art gallery in Midtown Manhattan. And are you just looking around, Yamaya?
Oh yeah, like frantically, like where did that sound come from? Because definitely wasn't me.
Yeah. So basically, it's hard to miss what you see, both of you. Piercing through Lower Manhattan, around Soho area, is a giant pillar of what looks like crystal, multi-sided, almost like a column, but kind of has a natural formation sense to it. It's not perfectly carved, splitting through the ground and into the sky. You hear the pandemonium of people yelling and shouting. There's panic. There's also a helicopter nearby now that has flown into the scene and is chopping around this column. A few more people actually follow you up onto the roof and take a look as well. Oh my God, what is that? And someone else says, it's probably just some like Hollywood premiere prank or something. Someone else bends over the side of the building and says, no, I see cars overturned. This is intense. This is not a movie.
Oh, what is happening? Is this some kind of... I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna just go straight to the news apps that I have, and I'm gonna see if there's any reports of anything that's popping up.
Yeah. What you see is, since this literally has just happened, you're not seeing news reports yet, but what you are seeing is tweets. You're seeing posts, just like normal, regular, everyday folks with their phone cameras up at the right place, right time, or just tweeting pictures of this thing. You see a lot of different theories. Some people either are saying they saw what happened or just were nearby. It's kind of pandemonium. You're not sure what's what just yet from what you're reading.
Wilson, I'm so scared. I really don't know what to do here. And I like grab onto him like ever so gently and like kind of like nuzzle in. Like we should probably maybe back away and like get other people off of the roof.
Right. I'm going to address everybody that's up there. Look, everybody, you're our guests, and I know that you're seeing what we're seeing. We're maybe it's a movie set. We don't know what it is, but maybe it's probably not a good idea for us to be on the top floor. Maybe we should go down to the lower floors where it might be a little bit safer. And I don't personally think that I'm particularly effective at commanding, like maybe someone of a different kind of a personality or station. So I don't know how effective that would be. But what I do realize in that moment, even as I'm hearing the sound of my own voice, it kind of hits me that this might be dangerous.
Mhm.
We need to go home. I grab your hand and I start to lead you back down the stairs.
Okay.
The only people I care about are us and our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm sure the police will handle this.
Yeah, and from your view on the rooftop, you saw that this crystal, yes, it pierced through Lower Manhattan, Soho, probably Houston Street itself, which kind of cuts Lower Manhattan off in the middle. Your apartment is in Greenwich Village, which is not super far from there. And so there is some concern that, yeah, you probably want to go home and check on your kids. So that's where you're heading, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
because this is in Soho and Greenwich Village is just a little bit west of that.
Yeah, it's not too far. So yeah, you head down the stairs. You head out to the valet stand. The valets are actually like in the street looking. So you have to grab their attention, pull them away.
I, give them whatever ticket or whatever information. They probably already know who we are.
Yep.
And as I'm waiting for the car, I'm looking down towards where we live and towards where that is. And my eyes are glued towards the horizon.
Yeah. Okay. After a few minutes, the car pulls up. What kind of car is it?
Oh, what is the fanciest car? The one that's one step underneath that, because I want to have the appearance of some modesty. So,
Yep.
I wish I personally knew cars better than I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I feel like Fisk would drive an electric car, but not a Tesla. Also, this is a different universe, so we can make up our own electric car that is exactly what you just said.
Absolutely an electric car, and it's a fancy one that's shaped really sharp.
I do. I do know cars. Mercedes
please.
actually just came out with a new series for electric cars, so we'll just say it's the Mercedes electric SUV.
That's perfect.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I know what I'm good at, and I'm not good at that.
So you're beautiful. What color is it, by the way?
White.
I'll let you choose the color.
White.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Mr. Fisk.
The interior is purple.
Ooh, okay. That's custom. You had to get that custom. Okay, so your white Mercedes electric SUV pulls up to the valet stand, and you hop in your car and head over. Now, there is traffic. There, again, yes, there are people leaving downtown. No one is really heading in the direction you're going in. So I am going to have you roll. Let's see what we can do here. I will let you decide if this is... Actually, no, I'm going to say this is a logic roll, because I think you being a New Yorker, you're going to have to figure out your way, how best to get across town to your home in this traffic.
Yeah. And I don't think I get any edges for that, right?
I don't think so, but your wife could potentially help you.
Yeah, I was like, can I assist, please?
Yeah, you also have inspiration.
I do. Let me try rolling this first, and then I might help out there. What's the target number?
So again, it's going to be different for you both because of different ranks. This is going to be actually very difficult. So I'm going to say for Yamaya, I'm going to figure out, to help like plot a course, it's going to be target number 28. For Wilson to actually drive across town and get this course, do this course, it's going to be 19.
And I'm rolling logic, right?
Yes, you're rolling logic, and Yamaya, you also will roll logic.
I just rolled logic and failed, so I'm going to try to inspire him.
Ooh,
Okay.
I failed too.
Ooh, okay. Well, you're sitting in traffic. Yeah. You get to a point where you just can't, the traffic's not moving, you're trapped.
And I think that I'm stuck. You know how like sometimes when you're in traffic and you can see that you can make a bold move and kind of like get into the other lane of oncoming traffic and move around? I feel like I'm seeing that happen in my mind, but I feel frozen and unable to act, where I just am stuck.
Mm-hmm. At that point, you both hear something else now. I'm going to say both roll vigilance. You're not going to be able to fail this roll. Just how well you do will tell me how much you hear or see, perhaps. So target number again is going to be, I'm going to make this challenging. So 26 for Yamaya, 15 for Wilson. Okay.
I succeeded. It's my first success.
All right. So this time, Wilson, you're the one who notices. You kind of are snapped out of that temporary freeze you were in about the traffic because you hear loud skittering, like the sound of nails on a hard surface, not scratching, not nails on a chalkboard, but scratching. Skittering from the direction of that pillar. You both will hear, like I said, you can't really fail this. So you both also hear more screams coming from downtown.
Oh no, that's bad. That's bad.
I start texting the babysitter, stuck in traffic, catastrophic issue, go to safe spot.
Okay. You get a did not deliver message from your text.
No. And traffic is locked.
Traffic is locked. Would you like to look around for other options?
Yeah, I mean, scooter. Like, what can we do?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a vigilance. Now, my dear Wilson, you have no vigilance. So,
yeah,
all you will get here is your small action modifier, but you can still roll it, even though you have a 0 there, just FYI.
I see. Okay.
Is there a back alleyway while Wilson's looking for a scooter?
Scooter or bike, anything.
Yeah, you
There's
can
a back
totally,
alley.
you can step away. What would you like? Tell me, what is the first thing you'd like to do? Because I want to see if you need to roll to stealth away.
Well, so I don't want to stealth from Wilson. I do want to drag Wilson with me, but I want to get out of the purview of other people's vision.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you don't have to roll for that.
So I as he's looking around, just yank him by the collar.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make this real brief. So, remember the thing that I told you about me, that I'm different? Well, we have to go save our children, right? So you're gonna go ahead and just accept what is going on, and we will breathe through this together, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, and I lift him, and I fly up.
What?
Onto a building.
Amazing.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Amazing. I'm going to give you an auto success on that. You don't have to roll because this is a big moment. And I'm going to say you're not going to drop your husband right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I have him cradled,
I'm holding on.
Yeah.
100%. Just...
Yeah. So, Yamaya, in your gorgeous silver and diamond glittery gala wear, you fly up into the air holding your husband, with him holding on to you for dear life, soaring over Lower Manhattan.
Yeah. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later.
Just inhala, exhala.
Oh my God, that's your catchphrase. Get a karma. That's your catchphrase.
Nice.
So you all, yes, inhala, exhala over Lower Manhattan.
Yes, we do.
And now you're going from west to east across Lower Manhattan. This pillar is to your right. So if you look to the right, you both will see that skittering that you heard, Fisk, these creatures. If you watch for more than a minute, you'll see that they are emerging, almost phasing from inside this crystal and then appearing as 3D objects on the crystal and skittering around it and down and all over. They seem to be defying gravity as well. They're not flying, they're not levitating, but it seems like their little legs are not able to understand the rules of gravity. What? They're just kind of skittering as if they're in their own little, I don't want to say dimension because that's misleading. They're in this dimension, but they're not sliding down as you would expect other creatures in this world to.
Oh. Do you see that? And I'm just going to try to point it out to Maya. Is that in my head? Have I Is this real? Am I dead? Is this
No.
something?
Well,
What
since
is
you're not dead. There was a lot that you and I need to discuss. I don't know if this is the right time to discuss it.
Does that have
But-
anything to do with the discussion? Those things over there on the crystal?
GM, do I recognize those?
Ooh. Let's see. Make a logic roll, and we'll treat this kind of like a history roll. And then let me just look in your background for a second to see if this is something you would recognize.
Target number?
Target number is going to be 28. How did you do?
26 versus 28. I failed.
Yeah. You don't recognize these creatures or the crystal. You've never seen anything like this. Which is saying a lot because you have seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah. No, I've never seen this before. Ever. Great. Let's just focus and let's just get home.
Inhala, exhala. Inhala,
Inhala, exhala.
exhala. Okay, yeah, just drive us, fly us, whatever, carefully.
So yeah, you all are soaring over. And as you approach your building, you see people leaving the building. And near the ground, you see blue energy light up. A star-shaped portal on the street level in front of your building opens up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heroes step through. One of them has a flaming bike.
Am I still flying above them?
If
And
you
it's
would like to
monochrome.
be, what's that?
And I believe he's monochrome as well.
Oh, and is one of them, it seems to be kind of either sepia toned or just straight up grayscale, black and white. If you'd like to, you can still be floating over. It's up to you. Where would you like to go? Would you like to land? Would you like to go straight to your apartment, which we haven't decided what floor you're on, but I would think you're pretty high up because you're very rich, fancy people. You might have
we're
a penthouse. Yeah.
We are penthouse.
Okay. So do you want to go straight to the penthouse or where would you like to go?
I'm gonna judge it on Wilson's facial expression as to whether or not we go there or go down to see who these people were who just jumped through time.
Oh, well, then what you see as I notice that is just terror. What the heck is going on? And I just cling on even tighter.
Excellent. So at that point, I'm going to assume that the babysitter is doing what she was told, even though my message didn't go through, but she should know in crisis to put her kids in a safe spot. Otherwise, I will deal with her later with the chancla. However, there are more pressing matters to deal with. So I'm actually going to land down. I have my husband basically like on my back, and I'm actually going to land down behind the group in that like typical like action hero pose, but you see her like in like the full like silvery gown kind of like coming down.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you set your husband down, you land, your superhero landing, and pivoting our view, stepping through that star portal, we have Usnavi, Aid Hastings, Electra, Divinity, and John. You see this woman in a silver glittery outfit landing and a man in a very expensive suit next to her. I will say, Divinity, she looks familiar to you. You had a heads up that you might recognize this person, but she also looks kind of different from the person that you knew, the version of her that you knew. What would you all like to do?
Electra is also very aware of who Wilson Fisk is. He is not a friend of hers.
So is John, technically.
Yeah, so a few of you recognize these two people and have certain feelings and thoughts about them.
Is this the world where rich people fly?
Have we landed yet?
Yeah. Yep.
And I see everyone in front of me.
Yep. And there are people running on the street in different directions around you.
Do I notice any of their faces looking at Maya with recognition?
Yes. There is one who is very tall and I believe wearing a face mask of some kind and a hood.
Yes, he's around 7'1". I can actually post a picture of it in chat, but he is large.
Yeah.
He has like a white coat. He looks very alien. Has a mixture of these purples, greens, and blues. And his mask is completely covers his face, so you can't really see what he looks like. But you do notice that the position of his face is entirely locked on this individual, or your wife specifically. And he looks over at the two. He just says, "Yamaya, isn't it? Isn't that you?"
Maya steps forward and basically winds up to punch him in the stomach.
Oh, are you going to try to avoid this, Divinity?
No. Yamaya, Divinity just stays put. When he sees the attack coming, he's a bit surprised because he's assuming this Yamaya is from a different universe, this universe. But when he sees the blow coming, they don't dodge. They're just going to take it.
Whoa. We are not here to hurt you. We've been sent to find you, but we're not here to hurt you.
Do you know these people? I say to Yamaya. Do you who to Yamaya? What is going on here? Why are they looking at you and talking to you like they know you?
Definitely not listening to any of it. It's still gonna take the swing.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack. This will be a might attack, or I think might for you. Let's see. Are you?
Yeah, she's budgie.
You're a polymath, so yeah. That would be a might attack. So roll that total action modifier or your fight damage, and then your target number will be. What is your might defense?
34.
34 is your target number.
While this happens, Electra sees this and immediately is like, "Oh, it's go time!" And she actually runs for Wilson and goes to put him in a lock and takes out her blades.
My God!
In America, over on the sideline, just.
I think John would try to catch Electra just like out of instinct.
Okay, stop her. You mean stop her?
Yeah. Yeah, the black and white guy in the World War I soldier uniform is just gonna try to stop her from causing more chaos.
All right, so more of PvP. We're gonna have Electra and John roll against each other. Electra, you are actually gonna roll against Fisk. Actually, no, sorry. You're gonna roll your agility to see if you can be faster than John in terms of stopping you. And then John, I think it's gonna also be agility. Yeah, to see if you can react fast enough.
Oh boy.
Electra, if you win, you will have another attack roll on Fisk. And then Fisk, you can tell me how you would want to deal with that.
And just a refresher, when I add the modifier to the dice roll for my agility, am I adding the 7 or the 14? The total action modifier or the actual ability score?
You're going to do the total action modifier.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the target number? Are we just rolling against each other?
Yeah, you're rolling against each other's target number, which will be your agility target number. So tell each other your agility target number.
Is that the total action modifier or the defense score?
Defense score.
Um.
The total defense score. So all the way on the right side. I see for Electra, the agility defense score is 27.
30.
So that's what, and yours is 30? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much higher than mine.
And now you all see why Luis was so shocked at Yamaya's damage roll earlier.
Yes.
I actually rolled a 30 even with my action modifier.
Wow. All right.
But it's high, or does that hit?
That hits. No, yeah, that hits. But John, how did you do?
I didn't roll. Hold on.
Okay.
I got confused.
27, and you're going to roll your agility action modifier, total action modifier.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 30 as well.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, this is tough because it is You
guys
both
go to
succeeded.
defenders.
Oh, is that in?
I was asking. I don't know.
Oh, you're asking. Well,
I know that's like usually how it goes, but I don't know how this system determines that.
Who's the defender in this case?
Yeah, exactly. I think it would be Electra.
Yeah.
Because
Oh boy.
so Electra will be the defender. Electra rolled your target number. You rolled 3 over her target number. So I'm inclined to say that you rolled higher over a target number, John. So I'm gonna say you get there in time.
You just see this black and white guy just reach out, and the skeleton comes out as it grabs Electra to stop her.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Oh no, I'm freaking out and backing up. No, what is going on? Oh, look, if you're the only way that I can make logical sense out of this is that they're gonna try to mug us or something. So I'm starting to take off like my watch.
Listen, we're
whatever
not
you need.
here to rob you. We're seriously not here to hurt you either. Stand down,
Trembling
everyone.
hands, it drops on the ground. This expensive watch.
The skeleton is on
looks
fire.
very confused that you do not want her to hurt this person. She's
Pick
just,
up your watch. We're not here to mug you. We just came to speak with Yamaya.
Okay.
And Divinity just looks as the punch just hits the chest, and he just looks down, looks over at Yamaya, and says, "Why did you attack me? You..."
Because you left me! You never came to come find me!
Wait.
She starts like just pounding on his chest, like pissed off.
You're... No, that can't be. How are you here? You were in an explosion. You died. This
I didn't die. I'm here. I've been here for years. And none of you came to find me.
We didn't know. Wait, this can't be you. You're a grown up.
Yeah, I know. An effect that has happened over here.
Okay, somebody needs to tell me what the fuck is going on right now.
Me too. Please.
There it is.
Wilson, I'm so sorry. I haven't told you everything.
I thought you were of this universe. I did not know you were. And Divinity would come forward and they just give you just the biggest hug if you allow them to. They would just pretty much wrap their gigantic arms around you and say, "I'm glad you're safe."
And you just see like tears kind of just coming out of Maya's eyes.
Completely confused. I'm caught between the impulse of comforting my wife and being terrified of everybody else that's here.
The skeleton on fire is gone by now. It's just a guy now.
Electra has not taken her eyes off of Wilson and is like actively staring death glances into his soul. And when he looks very confused, she goes, "That's good. Don't move. That is a wise decision."
Okay, so somebody just reassured that we were going to be okay, but I don't think that the look in this person's eyes is telling me the same thing.
Well, she looks at everybody like that. Don't take it personal.
Okay.
What they said.
Can we? There's a lot of chaos going around. Can we diffuse the situation? Let's go upstairs. I will explain as much as I can.
Upstairs to our home. We're going to take them into our home.
Yes, I know who this is. This is somebody from my past.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Divinity. Who are you?
I'm Wilson Fisk. I'm
This is
married.
my husband.
What?
There's a lot you need to be caught up on too. I guess all of you. I don't know who any of the rest of you are.
Hi, Captain America.
Name is John.
Yeah.
That's Navi.
Electra Nachios.
Now-
That name doesn't ring a bell for me at all, does it?
Actually, let me have you roll logic.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's drum.
This is
And-
chaotic.
Target number?
Target number is going to be. This is not too hard for you. 13.
Ooh, success.
Yeah, you recognize the name, but she looks different from an Electra Nachios that you know in your universe. Also, the Electra Nachios you know in your universe is a personal trainer and martial artist. And this woman looks like she's ready to go into battle. So there's a marked difference between the Electra Nachios that you know and the one that's standing and staring at you.
But they look similar. At least I can recognize similar features.
There's an essence that is familiar, but
Electra.
they're clearly different people.
I know an Electra, but she's nothing like you.
I just want you to know that if you ever think about doing anything to hurt the Electra that you know, I will come find you.
Noted.
Put the knife away, please.
And
I'm
she
pretty sure the
does. She
threats-
flips them back in and sticks them back in her waistband.
Okay.
Okay, well,
I think the skeleton was a better threat at this point. We don't really need to continue with those.
It should be noted. First, I have a note to tell everyone about this universe and a question for the two people who are from this universe. The first things first, it should be noted that another reason why Wilson is so surprised about you all and his wife flying is that this universe, there are no known superheroes, or very, very few. People with superpowers hide their superpowers. They are not out, one might say. And so being faced with 5, now 6, actually, with his wife included, 6 people with special powers walking through a portal is blowing Wilson Fisk's mind.
I sit down.
Sit down on the curb,
I just
maybe.
sit down on the curb and contemplate everything.
I think your husband might need a really tall tumbler of whiskey.
Yeah, I'm planning on getting that for him. I hand Divinity like a key and I'm like, top floor. This is
John actually reaches inside of one of his many pockets on his belt, pulls out like a flask, hands it.
It has to like get right in front of me for me to like notice it.
He
And
like
I
shakes it. You look so shocked. You might need this.
I take it and I look up to what was a skull. Thank you.
Don't mind it. That's the other guy. Comes out sometimes.
Right. On that, I take a long, like triple swig, couple gulps, and instead of handing it back, I like actually place it down on the ground near me in case I need more.
It actually disappears and appears back in John's hand.
Okay. All right.
okay, Wilson, calm down. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna go check on the kids,
Oh,
and we're gonna talk all of this out.
that was my question. My question for you two. So you mentioned a safe space that the babysitter would know to take the kids. Where would that be?
It's in the penthouse, but it's like behind like cabinets, like
I
down
have a
like
panic room.
Like a
You have a safe
yep,
room, yeah.
panic room.
Panic room.
Nice.
All right, so they're in the panic room. You were presuming. All right, cool. So yes, you head inside the building.
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
like normal people that we press the button to go inside an elevator.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you all pile into the elevator, and I definitely have now that image of all of you superheroes plus Wilson Fisk in the middle, just kind of sheepishly looking around. Yep.
I close my
Elevator
eyes. Just shut my eyes the whole time.
Does Divinity fit in there? Being 7
You would
feet?
have to probably stoop. Although this is, those types of like really fancy buildings, they do have pretty high. If it's an old building that's like renovated and new, they would have a high ceiling.
Okay.
So yeah, they would fit. But yeah, so this
Take an
slow
elevator
elevator
that far.
ride. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Why aren't we flying exactly?
I can't fly.
I can't either.
Superheroes also don't exist here.
Yeah.
Or
Um,
what you perceive to be
exist.
heroes, I'm assuming, or magical people, or people with powers. It's not a thing here.
Hmm.
Huh.
So
So you've never met anybody who's like you here?
No. We gotta keep it that
Also-
way.
You exist here, so they do exist here. Are they in hiding for some reason? Is there a threat against people with powers?
Yeah, normal people.
That's
Just that.
Junka knows it
Take care of that
himself.
before we leave.
I'm sorry?
We'll have to take care of that before we leave.
Why would you need to take care of that?
Why would we leave it the same? Why would anyone hide who they are for any reason?
Because the mass chaos that would happen if you were to introduce this. I mean, did you see what's going on with my husband? You want to do that to everybody?
Oh yeah, speaking of chaos, Junka does a gesture, the crystal thing from the sky.
Right. I think we're gonna have to take this one beat at a time. Obviously, the crystal is something we've got to talk about, but I think that based on the fact that he's having a full-on mental breakdown in the middle of us right now, perhaps he deserves a bit of an explanation on what exactly is going on.
So I'm breathing. I'm okay. I think I'm keeping it together enough, and I'm gathering at the very least that wherever you are from, there are superheroes with superpowers that can turn into flaming skeletons and fly and all the other things that come with superhero-ness.
That's a curse actually, but close enough.
Okay. So I'm going to operate on the assumption that everything you're telling me is true, right, Maya? Everything they're saying is true, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everything they're saying is true.
How did you get here, and why is this crystal thing here, and what are those creatures that are coming out of it?
Like, Captain America over here said, let's take this one beat at a time, sweetheart.
Okay.
Did we make it to our floor yet? Great.
You step out directly onto your penthouse apartment, and broken glass on the floor, skittering across the hardwood floors. Two small brown-skinned humans. That's, you see in the chaos, that's what you see flashes of. You see a blonde, curly-haired babysitter hunkering down behind the kitchen counter. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, oh God. I forgot how you do that. I thought it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, first initiative roll for our guests.
Oh boy.
E616. You cannot fail initiative. And if you get a fantastic success, if you get a 1 on the Marvel die, then you get a bonus round.
I got a 1 on the Marvel die.
All right. So you got a bonus round. You got a bonus round. You got a bonus round. Everybody gets a bonus round.
Oh God, I wish.
Question. Did mine come through? Because I got like a weird error message on.
Edge
Okay.
on initiative
Yeah.
checks.
It went through, but it's also sending you like that you wanted to send this to a tracker, but there is that's your roll went through.
Okay.
You got
So,
an
yeah.
8.
Oh yeah. Remember your edge if you have it on initiative. So roll twice, and then, roll.
Mhm.
You can re-roll 1 die, and then starting from who has above a 20?
I don't think anyone.
Okay. Who has above a 17?
I have a 19.
19?
18.
And then 18. Okay, so Aid has 19. Yamaya has 18.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? 17?
Just a quick heads up. The edge doesn't mean reroll. It means reroll of just 1 die.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to reroll that 1-1 then.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
1d6.
So it's the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
Yep.
So what is it? 14 for you?
Yeah.
I see. Oh,
14 for me as well.
okay. So 18. Anyone have above a 15?
I have 15.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have 15. But
Oh.
you have more agility, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you go. First.
Usnavi. So then
No.
we'll do.
No, so you rolled a 3, 4, and a 1, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you rolled a 2 on that next one.
Ooh.
So you
Ah,
actually
okay.
got a 15.
I am a dyscalculic, can you tell?
Okay. So we have 3 people with 15. And let's go by either vigilance or agility. What are your both agility and vigilance? You know what? This is not in the rule book. I'm going to go by both. What's your agility and what's your vigilance? Starting with Usnavi.
11 for agility, 4 for vigilance.
Okay, so that's 15 total. And then divinity, what's your 2?
4.
And then what's the other? Agility and vigilance. I'm going to add them together.
Oh yeah, so I have you mean my ability score, right?
Yep. Yeah, that center.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I have a 2 in agility and a 2 in vigilance, so 4 total.
Oh,
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
All right. I was like, what's the other number? What's the other number?
No, there's 11 number.
Got it. All right. And then, John, what is your agility and vigilance?
Agility is 6, vigilance is 3.
Okay.
9
So
in
we have
total.
11, 9, and 4. So then Usnavi first. Usnavi at a 15. And then 9 is John. 9. Oh, sorry, not 9. 15, 9. And then divinity at 15, 4. All right. Who has 14?
Me.
All right. Wilson, 14. And is that everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think.
I'm 13.
Oh, Electra. Yeah. Okay. Electra. And I will roll for other things that are in this room. Okay. So first, let's see. Okay. Oops. A lot of 15s today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then second initiative roll. All right. So, Aid, you are up first. And here's what you see in the room. That skittering.
Sorry.
sorry. Yep.
Didn't Usnavi get a bonus round?
Is that right?
Yeah, he rolled a
Yes, I
1
got the
on
6
his
to 1.
Marvel die.
Then thank you. Yes, Usnavi, you have a bonus round. So here's what you see. As soon as those elevator doors open up, you all step out. You see 2 of those like 5-foot long, weird, they look like giant lice, for lack of a better comparison. They have that opaque, white, cloudy color that the big serpent also had. There's 2 of them in this house. There's also broken glass. You can see across the apartment, windows have been broken. It looks like they broke in. You also see 2 small children going up against, well, actually, one of them is across the apartment, seeming to try to maybe get away from the kids. And the other is facing and trying to kind of like challenge the kids. But the kids have this one kind of backed against the wall. The kids have their hands up in some kind of offensive stance. You're not sure what. What would you like to do?
But so the kids don't seem to have superpowers, correct? They're not throwing fire at the thing at the moment, right?
You just see them with their hands up in a very specific way. So you can conjecture what you will from that type of stance.
All right, then I'm just going to fully change. His skin will turn pitch black, and I am just going to go full speed and grab the whatever this thing is that is in front of the endangering the children, and just hold it.
Okay, you're trying to grapple it, basically.
Grappling, yeah.
All right. So, do you have a? You can still do this without the power, but do you have the grappling? Power?
I don't think mighty helps with grappling, does it?
Well, it allows you to have, depending upon your mighty, size is higher. So if you're average, if you have like mighty 2, it'll be considered 2 sizes higher than normal. The powers that I have is particularly quick toss that allows me to throw someone after I grapple, but everyone can be able to grapple.
So I am considered 3 sizes bigger, so I'm like huge, colossal, massive. So I should be able to grab them. I don't remember if there's a benefit, the bonus to grabbing them, to grabbing things, but
well,
I don't know, just assume there isn't for now.
You would because it's considered your might check. So if you have a +2, you're mighty 2, so you have a +10 to your might check.
Okay, then yeah. All right, then I'm doing it.
Yeah. And
All right, let me roll it.
yeah, I'm gonna look. Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna look something up real quick.
I'm going to use my karma point to reroll to give me edge on this. I believe I can do that.
Yes, you can. Yep, you can spend a karma.
Okay, cool.
So I see, actually, I'm looking up in the book and it says grabbing. The character has grabbed another character. They can make might versus might attacks against the target. Ranged attacks against the grabber have trouble. If you're strong enough to throw the grabbed character, which it sounds like you will be, you can carry them along on your move. You can try to throw them. So yeah, grabbing has its advantages. It can set you up to do other things.
Okay, then I just one more question. I have a trait that lets me add my agility instead of my might to a fight attack checks. Would this be considered a fight attack?
Yeah, I would
Or
say
would
so.
this be a separate thing?
No, yeah, this
Cool,
is,
so-
yeah.
So 34.
Okay, their target is, where is it? Haha, that hits. So describe what you do.
As soon as the door opens, it's really more of a blur of motion to everyone else. This kind of black shape emerges and he bolts down the hallway at near full speed and just grabs this creature almost as if trying to taking it out of the window or the wall if there's no window there, before he actually stops. But he's not going to let the children be hurt.
Yeah, so in this move, you would be able to go over and grab it. You already spent your movement to get to it, and then you'll be able to grab it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So that was your bonus round. So now we have one bug that's grabbed. And if you can imagine, it's probably the size of a small horse.
Oh no.
Ew.
I hate
Wilson
this.
is having a day.
Yeah,
Poor
poor
Wilson.
Wilson. There is two giant bugs, white bugs in your house, and your kids are, you're not sure what your kids are doing.
But they're not screaming and running away.
No. No, they're not.
Okay.
Yeah. Yamaya, you're up.
No, I think Captain America is.
I'm sorry. Yes. Yes, that was the bonus round. Aid, you are up.
Cool. All right, Captain America is going to do a hurled shield bash, which is
Okay.
a ranged attack for me.
All right. Which one are you targeting? There's two in the room.
I'm going to target the one that isn't grappled.
Okay.
So like you see Captain America kind of like they hurl their shield kind of diagonal. It hits the ground and like ricochets up and like towards the bug and hopefully hits the bug. What is the target defense?
32.
We'll see if this hits or not. I'm not sure. Oof. No, not even close.
All right. Does your
Dang.
shield just kind of, actually, I'm going to say The shield hits, but it bounces off, and you realize, oh wow, these things are strong.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Anything
I
else?
have yet to hit with this ding dang shield.
You will hit with it.
I hope so.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that would be all. But I was just realizing that like there is no possible way for me to hit something with the 32.
Okay.
Like with 3d6, how?
What if you were to? Can you gain? Would it help if you gain edge?
Oh, I'm fine. I was just thinking about the fact that it would be very difficult.
The math, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So next up is Yamaya.
Great. I'm assuming that my husband is close to me, freaking out.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So basically, hopefully free action, you see Yamaya like rip open her skirt so that she has like leg room to move around. And she's basically gonna whip Wilson like behind her. Like she's gonna kind of like use her body as a shield, and she's gonna try to like move towards their kids.
Okay. All right. So you're just trying to get to your kids, right? This turn.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do something that's probably a little slightly emasculating, but here we go. I'm gonna actually put Wilson basically on my shoulders because I'm strong enough to do that, and I'm gonna just start booking it towards the kids.
All right. Yeah, you don't have to roll for either of those things.
Cool. Just hold on, sweetie. Just hold on. And just as an aside, who's up next to fight?
Usnavi.
Basically, you hear Yamaya yell out because Usanabi has the bug, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Try bashing it over the head, like just like as like trying to give him as much inspiration as possible there. And I am using my inspiration on him.
All right. Him. Okay. So you will get an edge from that inspiration, Usnavi.
How close do I get to the kids?
It's I think you get to them. It's 25 feet is your, oh no, you have 30 feet. So yeah, you can get over to them.
Awesome. So just very gracefully as I get to them, I pull like Wilson off my back and I slide over to Kahinda, my daughter.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi. What are you doing?
I'm trying to kill it.
Okay, you can't do that. You can't do it. Do you see who's here? Do you see Poppy?
Hi, Poppy.
Hi.
This is awkward. So, yeah, our kids also can
do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, keep it up. I'm proud of you.
You might want to hide behind Ty.
Got it. I move behind Ty.
Okay.
Is there any indication to Wilson what our kids can do?
Yeah. So it's not their turn yet, but yeah, you can see that.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, they do. You can see that Kahinda, in her concentration, is focusing on this bug's the little face. It has a very round haunch, but then it has a little head that has like very creepy looking tentacles and things. It has a very disturbing face. And she's focusing on the face, and she seems to be trying to do some type of maybe telekinesis. Honestly, I've been watching a lot of Stranger Things, and I have kids with powers on the brain, so it's very much an 11 type of power.
Nice.
And Ty, you get the sense that Ty was focused on the other one that ran away. So whatever Ty was doing to that other one was effective enough to get that thing to run away from him.
Okay. Yeah. Taking it all in and watching.
Okay.
It's gonna be Wilson. What was the one thing I ever taught you? Just keep telling that to Ty and Kahinda, okay? Inhala, exhala.
I got it. Yeah.
Inhala, exhala. And as she's saying this, she's like yelling commands at the rest of the group.
Yeah. Does any of that count as inspiration?
I would love for that to count as inspiration if that is possible.
Yeah, I don't know if you have a limit on that. The character inspires an ally in earshot. An ally in earshot. Ally. Yeah, I guess it's only one ally.
Yeah.
Let's say per turn though. You could totally do this like each of your turns as an easy action.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So next up is Usnavi. You have this thing grabbed, and so for its on its side, let me tell you what grabbed means for it. Grabbed means the character cannot move unless it carries you with it. Ranged attacks against the character have trouble. So if anyone tries to hit it with a ranged attack, that's going to be trouble for them. On a botch, the attack hits the grabber. That would be bad. The character can use their standard action to escape. So it can do, and it can try to escape with an agility or might versus your agility or might. So I think that's what it's going to try to do. It's going to try to escape. What's higher of your agility or might? Defense.
Oh, my agility is much higher.
Agility?
Much higher.
And what is it? Your defense score?
My agility is 31.
31. Okay, so it's gonna try to get you. It's gonna try to beat your score. When it's. Oh, it might be the higher of the two. Actually, now that I think about it, when you're rolling directly against each other. So instead of defense scores, we're gonna just roll against each other. So we're gonna add our. You can roll the higher of the two, might or agility. Sounds like agility for you. This thing has the same number for both, so it doesn't matter. And we're gonna see who gets higher.
Sure.
Oh, that was not a good roll. And it doesn't have edge or anything. Okay. 25.
32.
Yeah. You keep it grabbed. So it's struggling, trying to get, but you just have a really good grip on it and it can't get away. And that's its move. That's its turn. Or no, sorry, not its turn. That was your turn. You haven't done anything yet. Go ahead. What would you like to do?
Usnavi looks at the children for a moment, and there's just for a second, there's this deep sense of regret and annoyance and anger, and he turns and he just crushes this thing in his hand. Or he would try to.
Okay, you're gonna try to squeeze it.
Just crush it completely.
All right. Okay, so its defense score is 32.
14. 34.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage. Fight damage.
Yeah, so I get to use I'm just gonna roll the range since for me they're the same.
Okay.
58 total.
All right. You all hear a very loud crack as Usnavi starts to crack into the hard exterior of this oversized lice. It seems to weaken and it's not struggling against you as much. How much damage was that?
58.
58? Oh yeah, this thing goes limp.
Yeah, I'm strong.
Yeah.
That much.
This thing goes limp in your hands, in your arms.
Sorry, it's way in over my head.
I will say also, just you all noticed that where Usnavi was holding it was around its little skinny weird neck thing, and that seemed to be a weak point that Usnavi could crack into. It was easier to crack into there. What were you gonna say, Usnavi?
Navi will glare at the other one, and then that'll be his turn.
All right.
You guys like lobster.
John, you're up next.
So John doesn't want to fully transform to spook the children, and I think on some primal level neither wants the spirit, so there's a partial transformation of the hand where it just burns away, and hellfire, one of those from the inside. It's gonna yeah,
from the inside.
From the inside, it's just fluff, but basically, it's gonna use the hellfire on it.
Okay, you're trying to ignite it from the inside. Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
Or sorry,
as fluff, yeah, from the inside, but I'm not sure if I can actually do that.
Huh. Okay, so let's look at your powers and such. Oh goodness. You have Your ghost chain, you do have just a mystical hellfire firepower, makes a ranged attack. Yeah, we can call that. You trying to burn it from the inside. It's just going to be the same defense score. So yeah, for flavor, it's you're describing it this way, but it'll be the same type of ranged attack. So go ahead and make your ranged attack.
Remind me what is the range? The ranged attack.
You can just roll ranged damage and it'll do the attack.
What's the defense?
Oh, I'm sorry. The defense is 32.
32. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. I think I hit it.
Yeah? All right. Yeah, you did.
For 65 damage, no less.
Ooh. Describe how this thing gets lit from inside and burns.
You ever seen the video of that cockroach being obliterated by a blowtorch?
Ew, no. Ew. Oh, God.
I've never.
Oh, God.
Basically.
I'm Googling right now.
It exists.
It's that. So it's basically that.
Reduced to atoms.
Gross.
There is nothing left after John is done.
Yeah. You incinerate this oversized lice. We are now
smells amazing in here.
Thank God the windows are open.
Sulfur.
Sulfur and burnt lice. You all are now out of combat. We didn't even get through one round.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like collapse on the couch. I was gonna go for the bug spray, but they didn't. But they didn't last long enough. So I just kind of sit down. Actually, you know what? I go to sit down, and then the shock wears off immediately, and paternal instincts kick in, and I go to the kids, and I kind of get down on to their level. Are you okay? Are you all right? Let me see. And I start checking their arms and making sure that they're not bit or scratched.
They don't have a scratch on them.
Okay, you're all right. And then I turn to Maya. What is going on?
There's a lot to explain.
With that, we will take our break. And when we pick back up, Wilson Fisk will find out so much about the world around him that he didn't know.
Culture shock of the century. So I hope you're enjoying this episode so far. If you like what you see here, make sure to join our Discord, where you should see a description section below. We have an area for spoilers, not spoilers, fan arts, and we would love to hear your thoughts about the campaign so far. We'll be back within 10 to 15 minutes for the second half of our Marvel The New Vanguard. But until then, farewell for now. And we are now back for the second half of our Marvel campaign. So with that, Aliza, take it away.
Moments later, Wilson, you have your feet up on the couch. I'll let Maya tell me what she's doing, and the rest of you as well. But the kids are kind of hovering around their dad, bringing him things to drink, wiping his forehead, helping him through this troubling time. The babysitter has emerged from behind the kitchen counter. And actually, I'm going to say, Maya, you're probably having a chat with her. And she is, here's what she's saying. I am so sorry. I tried to get them into the safe room, but before I could lock it behind us, we heard this crash and the kids insisted on going outside. And I said, no, we can't go outside. It's dangerous. They pushed the door open. They're so strong. Your kids are really strong.
Yeah, I've noticed. I've been feeding them or giving them a lot of milk. It's probably in the milk. You know, you did your best and I'm really proud of you. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just feel so bad. I feel like a coward. I hid behind the kitchen counter, and the kids, I don't know what they did. I didn't see. Maybe they threw something at the monsters, but
I found them behind the couch, like cowering. It's fine. It's fine. They're okay. But you need to get home because there's a lot of chaos going on outside, and I want to make sure that you get home safe.
Yeah, okay. I don't I have to get uptown. Are the trains running even? I don't know what to do.
You can take one of our town cars.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, she has her purse and she kind of just like shuffles over to the elevator. Is there anything else you need? Are you sure you don't want me to stay and watch the kids or
Wilson, what would you like her to do?
What's the status outside? Is it safe?
all you can really know is that you're still kind of hearing pandemonium. You're hearing that skittering still. Would you like to look outside the window and take a look?
I think what I would do is look. If I hear any of that stuff, then that's enough for me to look over to our babysitter to see if I sense that there's apprehension and fear about going out into the world.
I don't think you even need to roll for it. Yeah, she is also kind of in shock as well, in a similar way as you. Why are there monsters? What is happening? Mm-hmm. She's very confused, and yeah, she's apprehensive of going out into the world to get all the way uptown to her house, to her apartment.
I'm gonna ask her. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry, but do you live alone? Are you with family? Do you have someone that you're staying with?
My roommates are out of town. We're on spring break.
I think that I don't know if you should be alone. You're welcome to stay here, and I can set you up in one of our guest rooms. It's not safe outside, and I can tell that you're scared. It makes sense. Let me do this for you. And I'm going to kind of get up, and you see that he starts to take a kind of initiative. Whatever that shock was is going to start to wear off, because he's going to start to kind of take care of someone. And charity is what he does. So I'm going to go up to Maya and say, hey, you can't let her go out there. It's not safe, and she's terrified. I'm just going to set her up in the other room. She's probably exhausted. She'll probably pass out.
Yeah, but did you understand that she saw all of these people? That's not good for us either.
It's okay. I mean, we'll deal with that when we get there. I'm sure one of you knows how to, I don't know, wipe somebody's mind or something.
Okay, now you're just overreaching there. There's nobody who can wipe minds.
Okay, well, just checking. That would be pretty cool, but oh well. Just let you take care of this other stuff. Let me take care of this. Okay. And right. I'm gonna go to Melissa, right? The babysitter?
Yeah. I just rolled for Melissa's vigilance, by the way, to see if she's paying attention to this conversation, if she's with it, if she's getting what you're saying. She rolled a fantastic success.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, not only did she overhear what you just said about wiping minds, she comes over and she's like, so here's the thing. And she looks over at all of you, including the kids. I get it. It seems like you all are like superheroes or something. It's fine. I'm not going to say anything. I actually have always kind of thought maybe you existed. And I'm glad you do. Because clearly we need someone who can fight monsters right now. So I'm okay. I won't say anything. I'll stay out of your way. I'll help you with the kids and anything. I'll help clean up this glass. Maybe we should patch that window or something.
I kind of just like rest a hand on her shoulder reassuringly. You've done enough. If you're tired, you can rest, and I trust you. We all do.
She looks at you, Yamaya. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
No. Let's get you into a room. And what's your favorite drink?
You mean like drink?
Yes.
I really like Malibu and rum. She's 20 years old.
You know what? At this point, like
Malibu and rum it is. I start fixing her a drink.
Do you have Malibu in your fancy penthouse apartment?
We probably have the high end of everything.
Yeah, nice. All right, cool. I said Malibu and rum. Sorry, I don't drink anymore. I forgot the drinks. Malibu and Coke. Malibu and Coke. Yeah.
Malibu rum and Coke.
Well, because she's 20 years old, we're just turning a blind eye.
That's it. Like, yes.
Anybody else? I look around. Going once, going twice.
Do you have any rye?
Oh, we got everything.
I'll take some rye.
Just straight on the rocks, mixed. What would you like?
Well, I don't do most things straight, so I'll take it on the rocks.
On the rocks it is.
Anybody else?
I don't know. I don't know what any of those words mean.
Okay, I'll just come up with something for everybody, and if you want it, you can have it. And if not, then I'm sure I'll drink it.
None for divinity.
Got it. Okay.
Just a regular Coke for them will be fine.
Caffeine. Got it.
Actually, I take that back. Maybe just juice.
Just juice.
Nothing with caffeine.
I'll be right over there if you need me.
Why not, Mountain Dew?
Making the drinks.
We don't need you bouncing off the walls.
All right. Since Wilson is out of the room, how did you guys get here?
So we came here because we wanted to bring you to our team. We didn't know, I didn't know, that you were the Yamaya of my universe. I thought you were a Yamaya of this one. It felt weird.
Well, there's only one of me.
I can see. Except you have, how old are your kids?
8 years old.
So they're barely younger than me. How did this happen? You were a kid when I last, well.
How are you having a small, like a very private conversation? How loud are you speaking?
Well, with the group, I don't think, I'm not speaking super loud, but they're 12. They're not about secrecy.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, because you did just say something out loud about your age. So would you want the others to have heard that?
Well, we all know that they're in the Young Avengers,
yeah.
so we know that they're young. We just don't know how young they are. Just definitely not old enough to drink.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
okay.
So yeah, they will be okay with 12. They just, no one except for certain one here knows about their identity. But,
Okay,
but
got
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, so my kids are 8.
How did this happen? You were with us Young Avengers when we last saw you, and now you are, well, tall and married with kids and the most expensive apartment I have ever seen.
Worked real hard on that. So when we were fighting, remember, and I got blasted, the next thing I knew, I was in this form. Here. Living my life. It's been a lot of years. I just thought that you guys didn't want to find me.
Maya, you know more than almost anyone. Of course, if I would have thought that you were still alive, I would have moved the planet to try to find you, but we thought you were gone.
I tried sending distress signals.
Did you know you were in a different universe?
I mean, I eventually caught on. But I made a life with Wilson, and he's been nothing but kind and supporting and never asking questions of me, or it's been nice. I haven't had to fight for my life or for anybody else's. I've been able to raise 2 sweet children.
Do you prefer this?
It's a lot less stressful.
True. What about those back home?
What about them?
Well, you know, Spider-Man and Miss Marvel, and they all want to see you. Your Your family, of course, will want to see you. Everyone back home wants to see you.
It's a little hard to leave this life when I've convinced myself that you guys just didn't care to find me.
Well, now you know the truth. Now you know we thought you died when we were fighting Mysterio.
That's your truth. I have mine.
You're different now. Is this because you got bigger? Like, does the brain change when you grow as an adult?
You know, if I had the answer to that, I would tell you, but I can say that experiences have changed me.
Well, we still would like for you to join us. As you can see, there's a lot of things happening right now. And this team, we're all from different universes. And we're gathered together to stop threats that endangers all of us.
Kind of figured with the murder Electra over there.
The crystal that has pierced your universe has pierced all of ours as well.
And I'm not murderful all the time, only when people deserve it. Your dear husband, where I am from, killed me. A lot.
What?
It's complicated.
Wilson wouldn't hurt anybody.
I'm seeing that now, which, to be honest with you, I'm having a little bit of a hard time with.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's happened to you.
The shock is there. I actually feel weird that I kind of identify with him right now. Is I feel that same thing of what the hell, but just keep an eye on him, because this one isn't bad, and I'm wondering what must have happened to the one that I know in order to turn him into what he was.
I would gather to say same answer that I gave Divinity. Experiences.
Precisely.
Do you intend
Captain
to
America-
keep hiding?
I'm sorry?
Do you intend to keep hiding?
I intend to keep my family safe at whatever cost that might be. Do you think it's safest for my family to come out in public? To a place that's hateful and vengeful?
I find that everywhere is hateful and vengeful, no matter what. But people like us can change things, inspire people, make a world different than what we had before. So many people spend their time wishing for the power to change the world, and we have it.
But so many people also crave it to control others. It's how I died.
A lot of good people died. But that'll happen regardless. I'm sure you've met humans that are controlling other humans.
Sure.
It's up to you.
I would love to have you back with us.
And do what? Gallivant around this universe?
Sounds like fun. You could
But
do
not
that.
not just Gallivant. What we do has a purpose. It keeps people like your husband and your children safe.
And keep universes safe. And then after that, we could get together and play NBA 2K like old times.
You're so sweet, Divinity. I do miss you. And you, Captain America, you raise a valid point. Thank you. If it's gonna keep my family safe, what do you need me to do?
You all, actually, you all need to roll vigilance.
Why, fam? Why?
What's our target number?
-3 for me, hopefully.
If you're level 10, it will be 21. If you're level 15, it'll be 24.
28 for Usnavi.
All right.
I'm in another room. Am I rolling? I don't.
Yeah.
I am.
Roll. Yeah.
I absolutely hate roll 20.
Only a 19 for me.
Okay. Who made it and who didn't? Because yeah. So
Yeah.
Usnavi made it. Did not make it. Did not make it.
My
All right.
target again was. Is it?
Oh, yours is going to be 13. Actually, you're in the other room, so I'm going to say 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I succeeded. Wow.
All right. So,
Fantastic. I got a fantastic success.
all right. Oh, you got a fantastic success.
I did.
Interesting.
What the hell
And
is that guy
Usnavi is the only other person who succeeded on this.
I think I succeeded.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Electra succeeded as well.
Oh, okay, great. So Electra, John, and Usnavi in the other room, you hear the breaking of glass, but right before it, you hear skittering outside on the walls. Fisk, you hear all this even sooner. You hear the skittering. You push. Actually, I'm not going to give you actions. I'm sorry. You tell me what you do, but you definitely get a heads up that something is about to come through this window.
Okay, so with a fantastic success, I think for some strange reason, as things have started to settle, and Fisk hears these familiar sounds and has already encountered these creatures, and now gaining confidence, not just in the people that he's here with, and his own children that seem to be holding their own. Instead of shock and fear, something else grounds him. He reaches for the biggest kitchen knife and starts to step forward.
All right.
And I yell out, "Heads up, something's back."
All right. So, yeah. Boom.
I'm
Crash.
changing.
This window, okay, you're changing. This window implodes inwards. And another of those lice monsters, and now a different one that's lower to the ground, I guess you could say. I'm calling it a centigator because it's like a centipede, but the size of an alligator. It scuttles through the window, and another one behind that one. They're pouring into this room, into this apartment. What are you all?
Time to burn it all down, y'all.
Right.
On it.
When Electra heard it, she would have run to kind of shield Maya, and if there are the kids in the room, she's gonna try and like get in front of them and protect them from anything that's coming.
Yeah, and there is still the safe room that people can be put in or hole up in. So before we roll initiative, I want everyone to just tell me, what would you like to do? I just kind of want to get a sense of how you all want to play this.
John is gonna go help Fisk.
Okay.
Divinity looks towards Yamaya and just be like, just like old times.
I think Yamaya kind of nods to Divinity, sees kind of what's going on because she would protect her husband, but she's gonna run like head first towards the Centigator, and she's gonna basically like yell out, "Not my husband, you damn son!"
All right. All right, let's all roll initiative.
Well, I have an edge on that one.
So there's one of the lice monsters and two Centigators, just FYI. Whoa,
Yeah.
I almost got an ultimate fantastic success. Almost.
And I'm rolling one of the sixes. Okay, that would be 24.
8, 13, 16.
26 for Usnavi.
Okay.
6 plus 6 is 12 plus 4 would be 26.
All right, I'm going to ask you all again.
Sorry,
in a second.
not 26. It would be 18.
Oh, that was a very good roll too. Okay. All right, so starting from the top, who had 25 or up? 24?
Okay.
Oh, you had
Usnavi
25?
was 26.
26.
26.
All right. Okay.
24.
Okay. So Usnavi, 26. John, 24.
Yes.
Who had above a 20?
Electra got 20 with a fantastic on the Marvel dice.
All right. So you will get a bonus round. 20. Who had above 15?
Oh, but I did get a 1 on the Marvel die as well. But only got 17.
Okay. 17.
I got 16.
So Divinity is 17. And what is your... Actually, never mind. Your Maya, 16?
Yep.
Oh, it looks like Electra and also John also has 1 on the Marvel die. So I think they also get a bonus round.
Does it? It doesn't say
So
fantastic.
I see Electra,
Oh.
Divinity, John, and who else?
And me, I had 1.
Yeah, Electra, Divinity, and John. Okay. And then who had... Anyone else had 15?
I have 14. I think I'm the only one left.
Okay.
No, I'm last. I got a 13.
Oh, a 13.
All right. So 14 is Wilson and 13 is Cap. All right. So top of the bonus round, which of you had the highest of those rolls between Electra, Divinity, and John?
It will be Electra, John, and then myself. for the
All
bonus round.
right. So bonus round, Electra, you're up.
Let's see. There are multiple targets, so I think I am going to activate. I have like some kind of like whirlwind blade fury type thing, and I don't know what it's called. Looking for it.
Yeah.
Was it whirling frenzy or whirling slashes? One of those is better than the other.
Oh, right.
And both.
Let's see. Attack stance, fast slashes. That's not what you're talking about, right?
I think it's whirling
strikes?
whirling frenzy because I need both of those in order to use this one.
I see.
And it says that the character makes an agility check and compares it against the agility defense with all the characters in their reach, the targets in their reach. If an attack is successful on the enemy, it takes half fight health slashing damage. And if it's a fantastic success, it takes full and is knocked prone.
All right. So you're okay. So who are you? You're going to target all three of them?
Yes, she's gonna run up, because she already saw that Maya was headed that way. So she's gonna follow suit and get up in there and kind of take a whack at every single one she can hit with the size.
Okay. So the lice monster defense score is 32. The other two defense score is 22.
Okay. Would you like me to roll that separately?
I think
or
you can
all-
just I think you just roll as one attack. Let me look at that power again. Effect.
Sorry.
You make an agility attack. Yeah, just
I'll use
against the agility defense of every enemy within their reach. I still think that can technically just be one attack. So
Okay, I'm gonna do it with real dice so it doesn't ask me for a target number and then I have to decide which one. All right.
although I really could read it the other way too. Agility check and compares that against the agility defense of every enemy. Nah, just one for now. That's how we'll do it for now. I'll think about it more for next time.
And I'm adding my agility modifier to this roll, correct?
Yes.
It's 28.
Okay, that's a hit for the two centigators. And your damage?
I'm gonna do that one digitally since
Okay.
36.
36 damage. And do they both take that 36?
I would say something about half damage, I think, unless it's a fantastic success. So I think because it splits between multiple characters, it splits the damage. So I think that they each probably take half of 36.
Okay.
The 18.
All right. Okay. And would you like to do anything else, like move somewhere on your turn?
I have a thing that gives me an extra reaction, but I think I have to wait to use a reaction until I am actually attacked. Correct?
Got it. Yeah.
All right. Mine are confusing because all my reactions are like stances and like martial arts stuff. So it's all things that still make sense if you did them first.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's your bonus round. And John.
So John, probably seeing one of the centigators, is going to do the same thing he did with the lice, and his hand is gonna burn up again, and he's gonna try to light it on fire from the inside. Also, I remember that apparently the Hellfire is a signature attack, so what does that do? Oh, they have an edge.
Ah, great.
So that's ranged attack.
Yep, range attack. So which one are you targeting? You said the bigger one?
Yeah, the bigger one, the Centigator.
Yeah. Oh, the Centigator is long and low and skinny, and the lice thing is like a small horse but roundish. So that one's actually the bigger one, technically.
Let's go with Centigator.
All right. So one of the Centigators you are targeting.
Mm-hmm.
So the defense score is 22.
22. Ooh, I hit.
All right.
Can I reroll those damages with my edge? Probably not. Or no, with the edge. With the.
So, no.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. 51 is still good.
Okay, what was your damage?
51.
51.
It's 3 ones.
Did you say 3 ones?
Yep.
For your damage?
Yep.
Okay, so it's not a botch, but it is just. Wait, how is that 51 damage then? Oh, you have a damage bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm probably also counting the Marvel die as a 6, possibly.
Let's see.
I'm looking at it. It says
It
1,
breaks
1,
it
1.
It is. Yeah, well, it says plus. Oh, no, yeah, 42 plus 6. Oh, I think it is counting it as. It gave you that extra 6.
Ah.
It's bonus, yeah.
Huh. Never
Okay,
mind.
so now we
That's
know.
just their attack damage modifier. That's a 6. Because I have a different number for where that 6 would go. They just have a really stupid high base damage.
Oh, you mean where it says like the middle
there's
number?
a 42.
Yeah, the 42. Yeah,
the
that's true.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But I do see it should be plus.
No, it's 1 plus 1 plus 1,
7.
which are the die.
Yeah, and then it adds a 6.
Plus
Instead
the
of
42.
I think it
That's
did
a
give you the
modifier.
bonus. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think it did give you that bonus because the modifier should be 7.
Oh.
Oh wait, or 5. I don't know. There's some weird math going on. Doesn't matter. You did 51 damage. Okay. This Centigator, as it's slithering across the room looking for its first target, bursts into hellfire. And
See John like reaching out with the skeletal burning hand.
and once again, you have fried this thing. It's done. We might not get that far into this combat. But I mean, who knows what else might happen? I don't know. Next is Divinity in the bonus round.
So Divinity sees the 3 creatures appear, realize 2 more just came in when they first approached. So instead of attacking the group here, because it seems like their partners in crime definitely has this, they're going to.
I think we're all laughing at the thing that's in chat.
They're going to actually fly out of the window to see where these creatures are coming from. Like, is there like a large group that's on the building, or like where is this infestation appearing from?
All right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes. Okay, so you fly out the window to get a better look at where they're coming from. First of all, you do see that the crystal has released a lot of these and it's slowed down, but it seems like there was just wave after wave of these creatures phasing out of the crystal and then running, skittering down into the city all over. You look around the city and you see lots of them climbing up on buildings, climbing into windows, on top of cars, just basically like terrorizing people in the street. It's chaos. It's madness. You look down, directly down, and you see more of them skittering up the side of, and different types too. You've seen now two, well, actually three, because the flying serpent one. You don't see one of those here, but you're seeing a lot more diversity in the types of critters that are coming out of the crystal in this city. So there's more coming up the wall.
So the first thing that they think about is the fact that this universe does not have heroes. So all of these creatures are climbing across the walls and destroying things with no Captain America or Thor or anyone to be able to come in to help them. So when he comes across this realization, he yells out to the rest of the group and says,
"The city is overrun. I'm going to do as much as I can."
And they're going to essentially fly towards the ones that are coming down from the coming up from the building, and they're just going to pretty much smash into whatever comes across, like a huge crater style approach. Actually, I think I have a new call on that. Yeah, it's called Smash. So they're just going to smash against this group.
Yeah.
Divinity Smash.
Yep, pretty much Divinity Smash.
Divinity Smash, love it. And are you trying to target as many of them as you can?
Yes.
How does that work with this power? Do you have, let's see.
Actually,
Make a fight attack with edge.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab one, because I don't actually have a multi-attack just yet. So they're going to grab one and then throw them
against the other ones. All right, cool. So if you're successful on this, you will roll damage on the ones that get thrown at.
Yes.
Or your damage will apply to them as well.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make your fight attack with edge.
All right. What's there?
You can also spend 5 or more focus to get additional damage, by the way.
Oh, that was for smash. Sorry, I'm doing a quick toss.
Oh, quick toss then. Is it the same attack?
It's a different one, because smash only applies for one individual, I believe. So quick toss is the one that allows me to grab someone and throw it at someone else.
Okay, technically they have to be grabbed first. So
I would like to grab one first.
Okay, yeah, that'll be, so you'll roll for the grab first.
What's their defense?
Their defense, let me see which one are you going for a specific looking one, or do you want me to randomly pick one?
Randomly pick one. They're not, unless there's something that's like gigantic that sticks out, they're just going to go after the first one. All
right, yeah, so I'll just roll where's my D4? I usually have a D4 for these purposes. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay. That was odd. So you have a lice monster that's you see skittering up the building. Right. That's the bigger, rounder one.
Target number 32?
Exactly, yeah.
All right, cool. So I don't need to roll it. So with that, they're going to go ahead and just grab an individual. Oh, so yeah, sorry for those who are unaware. Divinity is an extremely strong individual, and so their base level for grappling someone is a plus 39. So as long as their defense isn't a 40, well, even if it's a 40, I don't need to roll, because I get even 3 ones, I'll still be able to pass. So they're going to grab this individual and essentially swing them at the incoming infestation and try to hit another target to knock down 2 in one go. So
all right,
the first one's already going to take major damage because they always take the bite damage. Ooh, that's nice. 52 plus 10. So that'd be 62 points of damage for the one that I thrown. Now,
yeah, okay.
The one that is going to take a hit, it'll be their agility defense, right?
Okay.
Ooh, got a 1 on the marble die. Okay. So that is... That'd be 12 plus 3. 15. 15 plus 11. 26. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits many of them.
Perfect.
The Centigators it hits.
Yay. So they're going to take this damage. Ooh, okay. 52. 52 plus 9. 52 plus 9. 60 points of damage for the second hit.
60. Okay, you take out a few of, let's see. If we spread that damage all around, you take out probably like a couple of these things. And you knock, just gonna say you knock a lot of them back down. So now they're not coming up the wall. They're gonna have to regroup and if they want to come back up this wall.
All right.
Yeah, you've cleared the window of being attacked by more of these monsters for now.
They nod and they try to absorb the environment as they look for their next target because this city is in shambles right now.
Yeah. All right. So that was the bonus round. And now, first up in the regular round is Usnavi.
All right, so I'm going to fly out of the building because I remember that the crystal seemed to absorb my energy. So I'm going to attempt to make myself kind of like a... Have you seen those sci-fi movies where there's like the monster that can chase like light and stuff? So they like throw a flashlight or whatever. Usnavi is going to be the flashlight in that scenario to see if we can attract all of them to converge on him.
Okay, interesting. All right.
I don't know.
I feel like this is almost an ego check. Is that kind of what you're going for? You're trying to draw their attention. You're trying to affect them through their
sounds good to me.
Minds or attention. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and do an ego. Let's see what their numbers are. So these things are very hardy and strong, but they don't have much in terms of smarts. So the target for I'm just going to make a blanket target for all the different types of creatures. It's going to be 15. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of a homebrew mechanic here where for every point above 15, you're going to attract more of them.
Cool. So I rolled a 24 total.
Okay.
I'm tempted to try to roll for the 616, but I'm not going to do it. Yes, I rolled a 24 total.
All right, so that's 9. So you draw. Yeah, I was thinking by percentage, like 10%. So yeah, you drew 90% of the ones that are outside. Almost all of them noticed this like beacon you're making through the crystal. And even in this room, well, actually, I'm going to say the ones inside don't see it. But the ones outside, you all start to hear skittering in one direction. They all are skittering now towards the crystal.
I will attempt to lead them to a place that's not full of people so I don't, nuke all of the city on accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you're from Chicago in your universe, how well would you know New York City?
Probably not very well. I imagine if he saw it, it wasn't in its current state, but he would try and find like a lot or something, like parking lot or water or something.
Yeah, so I would say because you're also flying and you've flown above New York City now in at least 2 different multiverses, you know that there's water. Basically, Lower Manhattan is surrounded by water. And you can go in pretty much any direction and hit water. The best direction to go would be east because there's like a wider river that you could just like draw them into the river. So if you're going east or southeast even, that's probably your best bet.
He's taking them there to attack later.
So the Pied Piper of crystal monsters starts leading these monsters through the city. And that's your turn, yeah?
That is my turn.
John, you're up next.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just... May is an absolute gremlin. No, there is one remaining in the building, yeah, with us.
What's that?
There is still one bug with us in the room, is there?
There's two.
Oh, well.
One shorty and one big roundy.
Since the kids are presumably not around, the skeleton is gonna come out, and it's gonna try to burn another one, this empty round one.
Okay.
It's gonna be a flamethrower from the mouth.
All right. 32 defense score. Ranged attack. Hellfire.
Since this is a signature, can I try rerolling one of those?
Yeah, you get an edge on that, right? So yeah.
That would be the tool? Or which one?
Whatever. Yeah, the lowest probably. Not. Well, let's see. Actually, I can't see your roll. What did you get?
5, 2,
Oh, yeah,
and
rolled a
4.
1. 5. Oh, 5, 2, and 4. Yeah. I would re-roll the Marvel die.
Yeah, that's the 2. Okay, I'll remember.
Yeah.
This is so confusing sometimes. D6.
Oh, so
Okay.
close.
Ah,
So close.
Yeah.
Off my
Yeah.
way.
Just one more. You just needed one more, but didn't quite get there.
can we use karma for this? I don't remember.
Did what?
Can we use karma for this? I don't remember.
Well, you already had edge on it, so
That's
think-
how it works.
yeah, I think maybe not.
The one singular. Never mind then. I tried.
Okay. I think maybe it's just skittering a little too fast for you this time, and your Hellfire misses. You didn't get you didn't botch it, so I won't make you like set their apartment on Hellfire. But you just miss.
Hmm.
All right, next
Oh,
up,
no. I know it goes straight to the ground.
Electra, you're up next.
The first thing I do before I attack again is I look at Maya, who's near me, and I go, I think it's safe to say you should probably come with us because I have a feeling that your peaceful existence here is coming to an end. And then she goes and stabs the two of the gator-looking things next to her. And I'll use the same attack as last time. And it was a 22 to beat it.
Yeah. Okay, I see a 25. Yeah.
Yeah, and then split. So I guess one of them gets 20 damage and the other one gets 21 damage.
All right.
But she look at the go, yeah, I think they're going to keep coming.
Yeah, they're now the one. One got burnt to a crisp, so there's only one left, one centigator left, and it looks like it's not looking good after that hit.
Nice. And yeah, that's it for me. That's
All
I think I
right.
will do.
Okay, Divinity.
Oh, I'm next?
Yep.
So Divinity sees Morningstar pulling the creatures away. I think they're going to follow suit just to make sure that everything goes according to plan. I think they kind of get a gist of what they're trying to do. I mean, we've all seen moths flying into light before they get roasted to a crisp. So Divinity kind of assumes that this is going to take a similar effect, and so they're just going to follow suit and just make sure that it goes according to plan.
All right, so you're just gonna head down towards where Usnavi is heading.
Yes.
Help out. All right. Anything else?
Oh, nope, that's it for me.
All right, Yamaya, you're up next.
Just a little bit of a check. Where are the kids at?
Well, they were in. Ooh. They were in the back, one of the bedrooms that Wilson was helping the babysitter get set up in, the guest room.
Okay.
So, and that's where these monsters came through. So unless someone has moved them elsewhere, that's where they are. They're in the room here.
All right, so I'm assuming that I'm barreling into that room.
All right. I would say you probably are already here. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, by now.
And there's nothing pouring in anymore.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Okay. So hearing Electra, seeing everybody else doing their thing, I'm assuming that the window is completely broken, which is why Usanavi and Divinity are flying by. She basically turns around to Wilson and goes, I'm really sorry about this. And she basically kind of like floats, like flying slow away, looks at her kids, turns around, and her eyes kind of like turn a different color, and like lightning starts to come out, and she starts to call like the storm in the water, like fierce storm coming down, because she wants to get rid of all of this. Yeah.
Yes.
Weather control.
Woo! All right. What are you doing exactly with the weather?
I noticed that we have the Pied Piper going on and like friends ship going that way. So basically I'm going to create a tornado, sort of almost tornado tsunami kind of feel, like there's like it's a water whip, and it's like going to push all of the nasties that way towards the water.
All right. So you went outside to the Pied Piper area.
Yeah, so I started flying, towards that way. So I'm in the back, like basically like pushing with like wind, storm, whatever, and is like pushing the rest of the things, like get out of here.
Great. Yeah, go ahead and roll. Do you have to roll anything for your storm stuff?
It doesn't say. It starts to storm in an area roughly 2 miles across, centered on the character. So I'm actually centering it in the middle of the parade of nasties. All ranges and speeds are cut in half. So anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
you don't even have to roll for that, it seems. You just create this effect, which is going to help Usnavi and Divinity as they are wrangling these creatures into the river.
And if I can give some flavoring, if anybody knows who Yamaya is, god-like wise, she's like goddess of maternity and water in Yoruba religion. So essentially is what you see is just all this like chaos water like humming through.
Yes. Amazing. All right. Next up is the lice monster inside. And I think it's gonna go for aid. Aid the person, not like help.
Yeah. Can I use my brace for impact ability?
Yeah, you can.
All right. For every point of focus I spend, I can ignore 1 point of health damage by the attack if it hits me.
Okay. So. It rolled really high. Just FYI.
I mean,
what is your target number? I'm sorry.
My might.
Yeah, your might defense. Or if you'd like to dodge, you can use agility.
My might is higher, and I'm Captain America, 23.
Yeah, they gotcha.
All right, cool. Okay.
Roll damage. Well, that was like a medium damage roll. 10.
Well, fortunately, I have shield 2, which negates 20 points of damage. Anyway,
oh, you're good then. You actually soaked all of that.
Sweet.
So this lice monster kind of rears up on its hind little legs and just like with the other 4 just tries to get at you, but nope, your shield is right up. You soak that damage, and you all see Captain America just kind of leaning against the shield with this thing kind of clawing at it.
Oh, cool.
And that's its
I'm not
turn.
good at hitting things, but I'm real good at being not hit by things.
Yeah. Centigator is next. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I am rolling really high for these monsters. That's 16. The Centigator is going for, I think it would hit anyone in this room at this number. Who else is left in the room? Has everyone left? Okay, Wilson, Electra, you're still here, right? And John? I think it's going to probably go for Electra. 36 hits, right? Yeah. Okay. So this Centigator... Oh, that was a fantastic success. Oh, no, sorry. This is a damage roll, so it doesn't matter. That was 7 damage. I'm going to say 7 piercing damage because it's a little weird claws at you.
Now I can use my reaction, correct?
Oh, yeah. What is your reaction?
I'm going to use bullet time and give it trouble on its attack.
Love it. All right, so I have to re-roll that attack. And it was still pretty... Oh, I think I just reroll one of them. So wait, I forgot what No, this is like the same roll, funny enough. I'll reroll the highest of that. 2, 4, 8, 28. Does that hit?
Maybe. What am I looking at? My agility, total defense score.
Yeah, if you're trying to dodge, you could do agility or might if you want to just go, head to head with it.
I'm gonna go agility, and that's 27, and it still hits me.
Ah, dang. Okay. So I won't reroll the damage. It'll still just be the 7 damage. All right. I think I said dance. Did I say 6 or 7? 7. Yeah. So you get scraped up by this centipede that is the size of an alligator. And Wilson, you're next. You have a kitchen knife. What do you do with it?
Have a kitchen knife. Look. So there's a gator and a lice monster in here, right? One of the gators has already been taken out.
Yep.
So, oh my gosh, I don't know what I can do, but I recall maybe, I don't know if I noticed this, but the kind of area around the neck being maybe a weak point. I don't know, but I'm gonna go for the neck of the gator.
All right.
With a knife and just kind of just strike it. I'm gonna try to help.
All right. Gator's defense score is 22.
Oh God.
I'm going to give you edge on this because Electra, it is attacking Electra, so it's actually upright, and it's probably going to be easier for you to get at because it's more your height now. If it was along the floor, it would actually be probably harder.
Okay, so this is a might roll, yes?
Might roll. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can re-roll one of your die.
And the 22 is the target?
Yep.
Come on, baby.
Oh.
No. Oh wait, well I got a fantastic failure.
Yeah, and I guess even if you re-roll that one, you still would not meet the 20.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to meet it. But would it still be a can I save it from being a fantastic failure, or do we want it to be a fantastic failure?
I mean, we could just go with it. And also, I don't think you can save even with edge. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Then I mean, look, I'm in over my head, and I'm trying. So I feel like I try to go for its neck, and then I don't anticipate, like I'm not used to monsters, so I don't anticipate its like flesh to be as tough as it is. And I strike it, and it actually bounces off of it. The knife goes flying out of my hands, and I probably stumble and slip right underneath it, and I'm prone right underneath this like gator creature.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to make that even more fantastic and say it does a very unnatural flip backwards off of Electra and over onto you on the floor.
Uh-oh.
So now it is on top of Wilson, and Captain America, you are up.
Was that the same thing that was like trying to like get at me, or was that the gator?
It's the gator. Yeah, the lice monster was clawing at your shield, and now the gator is on top of Wilson.
All right, cool. I was going to go after the lice, but there is a helpless, defenseless human trapped by a creature on the floor. So I am going to run over there and do a shield bash on it.
All right.
Not a hurled shield bash. I'm actually going to go up to it and actually smack it with my shield.
Smack it.
Hopefully actually hit it. What's my target number?
22.
Oh dear God, please. I haven't hit a single thing. Would like to hit something. No.
I'm going to give you edge on that. Reroll that too.
Okay.
And I'm going to say
I did worse.
Oh, no.
Roll 20. Why are you like this?
Evil. I gave
Roll
you
20 does not want Captain America to actually like hit anything.
I was
only
giving
defend.
I was giving you edge because you have already you see this like sweet Wilson Fisk who actually hasn't hurt anyone in this universe, and you actually are like, oh my goodness, this is a good person, I want to save him.
I also don't think that there is a Wilson Fisk in my universe.
So you don't know the baggage.
Yeah, like I think that in the way that my universe is set up, somebody like Wilson Fisk might never exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does this go wrong?
I think, man, maybe it's like the glass on the floor, or maybe a spilled drink or something like that, kind of catches Captain America's foot as they start running towards Wilson, and they don't fall, but they do kind of skid unsteadily, and when they try to smack the gator, they kind of, it's a little bit, they whiff it just a bit. They mostly catch air. Their center of gravity is up too high. They can't get low enough to actually hit it.
Okay. So there's like a comedy of errors happening in this apartment right now with the thing flipping off of Elektra onto Wilson and Wilson falling.
Where you guys, one day I will actually hit something as Captain America and it will be super sweet.
Yeah, it will. But Cap, that's your turn. And we are back at the top of the round with the Pied Piper Usnavi.
Well, I will continue my job here. And fearing what this will do, he's actually going to go into the water and making them kind of chase after him. And then he will wait until as many of them are within 25 feet of him as possible. And he will kind of look at, as the storm rages, he will concentrate and just unleash all of the sunlight he has stored up for the last however many days. And I'm going to use Supernova.
All right. Okay, great.
I'll just spend 30 points. And all right, so I roll an agility check.
I'm gonna make it the average of the two. No, I said, oh, this isn't a mind one this time. It's gonna be a physical attack, right?
Mm-hmm. Agility.
So I'll do the median between what 22 and 32. Halfway is what? Brain minus 32 minus 5, basically.
Oh,
27.
27, yep.
So that's your target number, 27.
Well, I rolled a 29.
Ooh.
So basically, any enemy within 25 feet of me is going to take. Here, let me roll, because I just realized I'm doing my damage wrong. So let me do it really quick.
Okay.
So it's 62 plus 11, so 73 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
It did everything between 25 and 50 feet away takes half damage. They would take 31. And
So you're
then if they can see me, they're blinded.
Okay, so you're basically taking out waves of these things as they come up to you underwater. If we all can imagine this, Usnavi is like underwater. There are these waves and waves of bugs coming towards them, and he's just like blasting this energy out at them. All right.
It's as if the sun just suddenly appeared in the middle of New York. So I imagine the water is probably not there anymore, actually.
The what?
But it looks pretty. The water is probably not there anymore because it's a lot of heat.
Well, there's also a lot of water.
Really pretty.
Yeah, you're underwater, right? You're like under the water.
Yes, his intent is to make it so that way when he unleashes this, it doesn't blow up like most of the city. So the water would absorb at least some of the energy.
Great, yeah. Okay. All right, John.
John, seeing that the one person he considers a civilian is gonna urge the spirit to just get the thing off of him. So it's gonna pull out the chain. There is gonna be a chain appearing from his sleeve, and the spirit is gonna hit it with the chain. Mystical Hellfire yet again goes brrr.
All right, you're hitting the lice monster?
Yep, the one that's on top of
Wilson. All right, cool. So 22 is your target.
22.
Yes. I see a 31.
Yep.
All right, and that
61 damage.
Damage. So describe how you sizzle this gator.
So, I'm imagining that the spirit sees this and just gets this twang on the inside to protect Wilson, So the ghost chain flies up from one of the sleeves and just spears right through it, and he just kind of pulls it off as it kind of burns up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so poor Wilson, you now are covered with burnt bug pieces.
But I'm happy to be alive.
Gross. Electra, you are up next. There's one lice monster left in the apartment.
Oh, I don't know if I'm strong enough to hit the lice monster.
Okay, you can also set something up for the next person too.
Yeah, that is true. What do I have? That
I believe in
is-
you, Electra. You can do it.
I don't really have any buffs that I can give to other people. I think what I can do is quite possibly nothing. I can't attack because it's too strong for me.
You can aid an ally. If you aid an ally, this grants
How does that work?
You can choose who you would like to aid, and this grants the ally an edge on their next attack.
Oh yeah, whoever's right after me on their action, I will do that then.
All right.
If that is, however that works. Do I need to spend anything? Like,
It's one of the list of things that you could do as a standard action.
dope. Cool.
Okay. Next is, well, now we're gonna hold that thought, because we're gonna zip over to the river. Divinity, you're witnessing these waves and waves of bugs being blasted underneath the water. Where are you, and what would you like to do?
Divinity just sees these bugs being evaporated. You see the storm just flying behind them, and for everyone else, it's probably a sense of like fear and like where did this hurricane like winds come from? But for him, it feels calming. It feels comfortable. It's something that they recognized before. And underneath their mask, there's a gentle smile underneath their physique as their cloak kind of flows in the wind. And they're just making sure that all the creatures at the bottom get eliminated. And if there's any ones that are still left over, they're getting smashed.
Yeah. So you're just helping us clean up New York City.
Pretty much, because again, there's no superheroes. So they got to make sure there's not a single one left remaining. They're still a bit concerned about their crystal, and they know as strong as they are, they're not strong enough to lift their crystal, sadly. So more can perhaps come out, but they'll have to figure about that later.
Okay. So yeah, you do so.
Mm-hmm.
And right after you is the storm you mentioned, Yamaya.
Mm-hmm.
So Yamaya, seeing things being taken care of, kind of pivots back in the air and flies at her full speed. And I think I calculated it. Let me see if I did that correctly. Her full speed, just because it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's the combat flight speed is equal to their rank times their running speed. So I calculated that, and it's 450.
Nice.
So she fasts
Yes.
in the air. So what I'd like to do is to use that full speed, and I'm gonna clock that lice monster. I'm gonna basically shoulder check it using my clobber.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to like send it flying. But I do see Electra there, so I kind of like make the eye contact of like, let's double team this thing, you know? So it's just like a boom, and hopefully Electra like follows up with it.
Yes. Yeah. So since Electra is technically gonna aid you on this, I guess you both will roll against this.
I'm
Lice
scared
monster.
to roll on this. I don't want to fail this. So I'm gonna roll regular dice. Can you teach me again how to roll regular
Yeah.
dice?
So take your 3d6, roll them, add them together, and then when you're ready to, I'll tell you the next step.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right, 14 plus. This is going to be, you were clobbering, right? It sounds like a might
Yeah.
attack, like a fight
Yeah.
attack. So we're going to add your total action modifier for might, which is 16.
That is math.
Mm-hmm. And then I think that's all you add on that. Electra, we're gonna, since you're assisting, how do you assist actually?
When Maya goes to shoulder check it to bump it, Electra's gonna hope that kind of like maybe shows a more vulnerable underbelly of this bug that she can jam her sai right into and kind of stabby stab.
I'm gonna say, instead of rolling, what were your 3 results on your die, Yamaya?
6, 5, and 3.
6, 5, and 3. Reroll the 3. You're gonna get edge because of Electra's help.
Woo! I got a 6.
Yes. All right. So that brings your total up to 33, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just get this thing. How do you take it out?
So I'm hitting it up, basically up the spine, just boom, like flipping it up just enough, because knowing pressure, right? Knowing just enough to kind of flip it so Electric can get that dead shot in there.
Yeah. All right. So the two of you, that double team move, you end this thing's life. And so now, with the rubble settling in the city, we're going to skip ahead a little bit in time, just maybe a half a day or the next day. Wilson and Yamaya, in this city, you're very well known. You probably even know the mayor, city council people, things like that. And there have been some discussions about people seeing someone flying and another person corralling these bug monsters. Basically, cat's out of the bag. The city council and the mayor realize the rumblings of people with superpowers actually existing. Well, if the government knew, then they can't keep the secret anymore. They have to address the public. So we go to a press conference outside the mayor's home. Would you two be here with your friend, the mayor?
Yeah, I'd like to have a side conversation with Wilson before we step up with the mayor.
Yeah.
I can't stay long. If this is happening everywhere else, I have to help protect you guys. But I need your help in this endeavor. I need you to stand up for people like me.
Of course I will, but who's gonna protect us if you're leaving?
Ty and Kahinda can help a lot. I've actually been working with some of their abilities. I won't be gone long, I promise.
Are you gonna go to wherever the source is that caused this? Stop it there?
Yeah.
Okay. If there's any way that you can check on us, if there's any way that I can reach out to you in case we do need help, relying on 8-year-olds as our only line of defense.
You know, I was a kid once defending a universe. They're a lot stronger than you think.
Your kids are actually there with you too. Nearby. Maybe they didn't hear this conversation, but they're nearby.
I turn to look at them and assess them with brand new eyes.
They look at you and wave.
They just need your love and support.
I trust you, and I will never say no to you.
I know.
Come back.
I will.
Come back soon.
Gotta remember one thing. Inhala. Exhala.
I will do my best.
Okay.
The conference. Oh, good.
I would say she escorts Wilson up to stand with the mayor one last time before she takes off.
Yeah. And the conference happens. The mayor says, I know there have been some questions before now, but we can no longer question. We just have to accept that, yes, there are threats to our world as we know it, and there are people with powers who can help us we will need all of you who are watching, if you have ever had any type of special ability, something strange, something that maybe your therapist told you was in your head, now is the time to step forward and be a hero. And in the crowd, you see a lot of just everyday New Yorkers in addition to the journalists. And back in the crowd, you see a Black woman, probably about early 40s, wearing an Air Force uniform. And she steps forward. She starts to come through the crowd and people notice and start to part. And she comes right up to the mayor and you all, looking up at you all, and says, I think I can help. And the mayor says, well, of course, yes, our servicemen and women, yes, will be absolutely necessary. And she says, actually, no, that's not what I meant. And she spreads her arms and floats up into the air and turns towards the crowd. And that's where we will end this session.
What an episode. Wow. Of course, as always, thank you, Elisa, for bringing this fantastic campaign to life. Thank you, Luis, for bringing the most unique Kingpin I have ever seen. I was not expecting that by any way, shape, or form. Of course, thank you, of course, to Cynthia bringing your brand new character, and the rest of the cast for bringing this to fruition. And of course, thank you to our viewers, because without you, we would not be here. So we are going to go ahead and look to raid someone, so we appreciate it. We'll be back in 2 weeks, because next week will technically be Comic-Con weekend. But we'll be back in 2 weeks for our next episode of our Marvel campaign. But until then, farewell for now.